And we are back here on Open. And guess what? Our next guest served as Deputy Mayor for Education and Human Services under Mayor Rudy Giuliani and also former Mayor Ed Koch. And she recently returned to the Bronx, and she's joining us in the studio discussing her new plans in a new role. We welcome now Ninfa Segarra, who's the Senior Vice President of Government and Community Affairs and Chief Diversity Officer at St. Barnabas Hospital, and no stranger to public service. And as we said, she spent the last 12 years actually working for a leading lobbying firm in Manhattan, and she's still on a whole lot of other boards. But
yes,
you are here with us, and good to have you. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's great to be back at BronxNet.
Yes,
and to be able to share with the community what we're doing at St. Barnabas, and it really is exciting to be there. I've been there 2 months. And it feels like a long time in a positive way, because I feel St. Barnabas has a very unusual atmosphere for a hospital. It really is a community hospital. A lot of the people that work there have been there for a long time because they're committed to the community. And it's led by Dr. David Pearlstein, whose philosophy is we're not just going to provide traditional medical services, because that's not enough for our community. We have to go beyond that. We have to go beyond the walls of the hospital. We have to be in the community. We have to listen to the community and its needs. And it has a lot of needs, and we're trying in our own way to be part of the solution for our community, to make them healthy, to let them live positive, strong lives like the rest of the city does, and to ensure that they get the kind of services that other communities take for granted, and they still haven't received it, in particular in that section of the Bronx.
So walk us through a little bit about you for a minute, because obviously you're going to have the opportunity to have boots on the ground in a different kind of way. I mean, you've been in public service, we said, working with Mayor Koch, Mayor Giuliani, and in the life of public service. So talk about your role and how you're going to be engaging.
Well, the reason I came to St. Barnabas is after 13 years of working with the spectrum of healthcare, everything from Emblem Health to a community-based organization, I realized that it was frustrating for me as an activist, as an advocate, not to be part of the solution, not to be able to take all that knowledge, to take the experiences I had before that in government and use it in a very practical, boots on the ground kind of experience. And when I found out about the opening at St. Barnabas, I came to visit, and I have to tell you, it was instant, because there's a feeling in that institution about the love and attention. It cares about the community. It listens to the community. So I wanted to be part of something that was building something, that was providing real hands-on solutions.
And you're also working in tandem, if you will, of marrying not-for-profit, government, put that together.
Yeah, I put all of the skill sets I have, all of the people I got to know, and using them on a really direct way in the community, that I'm able to work with them. For example, we have our new building on 3rd Avenue that's going to be opening up. And what that told me about the institution is that the leadership team understood that they had to use whatever assets they had to bring services to the community. So it's not traditional that a hospital would think of building affordable housing, of including it in a health and wellness center. But for that institution, it was a natural thing to do. There wasn't really a question about whether to do it. It was more the realities of how to do it and how to pay for it. Because our hospital is a community hospital. It's primarily Medicaid, so it means that we struggle financially year to year. But that didn't deter the team of thinking of doing this. So they found a partner, L&M Partners, and we now see across the street from the hospital these 2 beautiful buildings of affordable housing. And in addition to that, we're going to have a presence in the building. Again, things that in other communities they think of naturally. Fitness club, a rooftop garden where we can do gardening. People will learn how to cook healthy. Children and women and children services in one place. Breast imaging in one place. It's just, they thought of something that the team really wanted to make sure that they let the community know, we're here to stay. And we're here to be partners with you in ensuring that we have a healthy community. Not gentrification, not pushing you out and building a building for other purposes. No, for the community, in conversation with the community. And that's what I get to do every day.
What does this mean for you, obviously, being at St. Barnabas, and given that you've had this great history of public service, what does it do for you personally in terms of, your heart, your commitment? How do you feel?
Well, I lived in the Bronx for 25 years. Most importantly, I raised my children here. My children were born in Albert Einstein. They went to public school in the Bronx. So the Bronx is really home. And again, it just makes me feel that all the experiences that I was given, I can now, in a very real and practical way, give back and be part of solutions, not complain about the problems, not just push for other people to find solutions, but that I can be part of it. I am part of a team that day to day thinks about, is concerned about, and wants to find solutions to make sure that the people that live around this institution recognize it as a partner with them, that we make them healthier. There are so many healthcare needs in our community. I mean, when you look at the demographics, the health indicators of this community, it has severe issues, including assault-related hospitalizations. I mean, the issues of violence around in this community are strong, and we have people in our emergency department that are working on solutions around that, trying to find ways of lowering violence in the community. So it just feels like I'm part of a team that really understands what to do to help, and that it's to be a partner with a community and to listen to it. And that's extraordinary. I couldn't ask for a better job. I mean, I love this organization.
You are in a job where we know we're going to see you.
Yes.
And of course, you're going to be coming back. But most of all, welcome back to the Bronx. And
Gracias.
The great work that you're doing here.
Thank you so much.
All right. Ninfa Segarra, our guest in studio. And definitely want to thank her for coming and being with us here today. Listen, take a quick break. We do have more shows. Stay with us. More Open coming up right after this.